Welcome to the video, guys. We are at a local garden centre. That's my little boy dancing around. He's very excited to go to this garden centre. They had a massive Christmas display that we wanted to see. The prices were all over the place, so I just thought I would take you round and show you what a local garden centre has. But I would love to know if your garden centres look anything like this. So they had all the things that you would need to get your tree set up. Lots of LED candles, which is when you have little ones, is so much better than real candles. They just don't smell as nice. Those angels were so different than I've usually seen. I really liked them. My mum didn't. I did. I thought they were very, very nice. They're about $12.99 each. And we had lots of tree skirts and wires and ribbon and all sorts of different things. Lots of different wreaths that you could buy as well. And they had these big Santas for $29.99. My son loved one. He kept asking, but no, I'm not paying $29.99 for it. And then we had some more roses and other little bits that you could make your own wreaths with. I mean, look how big that is. That wouldn't even fit on the door. I think that's more of a hotel type of wreath, but they were so pretty. Garden centres do know how to do a Christmas display. You could have plain ones which you could decorate yourself, or you could buy them already done for you. And then they had the garlands which they put lights in, which made it look absolutely stunning. The wreath was $49.99. And then we moved on over here, and it had all different trees that you could buy. They had the snowmen you could put your face in. My son did have a go on that. Great for kids. There's a lots of little things here for children. The only thing I would say of a garden centre, it's much more expensive than your usual kind of B&M and Home Bargains, but it's definitely worth going to see. All different sizes and all different styles of Christmas trees as well. Then we actually went into the Christmas tent. They actually had their own Christmas tent, and they had all different sections, and each section was a different colour. So this was just as you walked in. They had all the lanterns. Again, all of it was LED candles. Then we moving into the red section of the day. And there you had all these Santas and Mrs. Claus and snowmen. And they actually extended as well. They were £25 each. And then over here, you had some stockings and nutcrackers. My son is massive into nutcrackers at the moment. And these wonderful mugs. I really did like those mugs. I'm not sure if I like the white or the red. What do you like, the white one or the red one? Had more Christmas decorations here. All of them were red and white. Penguins and polar bears. I do love a polar bear. And little more trees there, and some gonks and more Christmas snowmen and robins as well. There were lots of robins. And you know me by now, I love a rat. I love a Christmas rat. And then you had the reindeers here too. And then moving on, you had all the different decorations, Santas. And you had a hot yoga Santa. So Santa was in all different yoga positions. All these different decorations here, little mittens with a heart in. You also had up here was all the gonks, all the red ones, and then you had some more white down at the bottom as well. With all the reindeers. Oh, it was just such a beautiful place. I'd love to know if you're... these little houses, these little house decorations, they were really cute. I liked them, but they were £2.50. I just couldn't justify it. The Santas were really nice as well. They were $12.99 up there. And then you had all these signs, $9.99 with the signs, North Pole, Santa's house this way, Candy Cane Station this way. It was brilliant. I really did like them. And then we moved on to the gingerbread men, cushions, and you had little ornaments and little like plush toys. And you had more decorations here, a whole massive gingerbread section, Christmas potpourri at the bottom, and even wreaths with gingerbread men in. Over here, we had the gingerbread men which could lift up, or you could have the ones that just stayed the same size. But they did have ones that you could lift to make higher. Then you had these gingerbread man and gingerbread woman, which I absolutely loved. And you also had the cushions and a gingerbread man that lights up, but I don't like that one. I didn't like it. You also had these gingerbread houses and gingerbread cakes, and they all light up. And oh, it was tempting, very, very tempting. Gingerbread stocking, gingerbread ornaments. It was a whole gingerbread section. They literally did such a good job at the garden centre. But I'd love to know, where are some really good garden centres to go for Christmas stuff. I really kind of maybe travel out a bit and have a look, because it is absolutely beautiful. I had Mr. and Mrs. Claus as chefs, which I thought was brilliant. They would be great with a hot chocolate station, wouldn't they? You had some lovely blankets. They wasn't as soft as other ones though, but they were really nice. A little mail box, and then you had some little ornaments as well that you could just pick up, and a candy cane tea light holder. And then they decorated this tree with the gingerbread theme and candy cane theme, and it was all the staff. I was chatting to somebody there, it was all the staff that do it. They had their own little section of candy cane, their own section of candy cane. It was amazing. I mean, look at it. Everything is candy cane themed, from the decorations to the baubles. They had the nutcrackers that were also candy cane themed as well. They were red and white. The whole area, this whole little separate section, was just all about candy canes, from the mugs to the tea light sections. It was just absolutely brilliant. I know I'm going a bit quick here, guys, but I had my son with me as well, so I had to be quick before he started asking me to buy him stuff. And then you had the Santas as well. It was absolutely brilliant. Then we moved on to the blue and gold section. Now, I wouldn't have thought of putting blue and gold together for Christmas, but it worked. It was stunning. How they did it was amazing. I mean, look at all these decorations here. And again, the angel or fairy with the blue and gold as well. That was brilliant. They had some black baubles in as well, which I think really gave it an edge. And these, I don't really know what they were saying. I was trying to see it, but my son was tugging at my top, asking to buy something again. Some little wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year decorations, blues and golds. Oh, what did anybody do a blue and gold Christmas theme? Like, you had a wine glass there as a decoration as well. So much stuff. And then you had all these like garland things you could put up. And at the bottom there, you had Santa coming down, his parachute or hot air balloon even. I thought, I've not seen that before in blue and gold. I thought that was great. They opened all the drawers and put baubles in there. Just the way they displayed it, as you can see, is stunning. Absolutely stunning. I'm even going to go back without my son so I can have a proper look. But he was having such a good time, really got him into the Christmas spirit. Here we've got some birds, some like crystal blue birds. Oh, I can't remember the name, what they're called. Do let me know what they're called. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think. And some more owls there. The blue and gold owls reminded me very much of Harry Potter. And then they had the blue and gold wreaths as well. I mean, just look at it, the way they displayed it. I keep repeating myself, but it was just too beautiful. It needs repeating. And then all of these different ornaments, and then the way they displayed this with these big flowers and all these gold garlands and gold feather wreaths as well. And then you had the moons and the stars, and for a spiritual person, it would be heaven. Oh, it was absolutely beautiful. The gold candle Christmas trees as well, they were different. I've not seen them before. And just the way they've just displayed it just makes it look so appealing. And then we actually had some stocking fillers, some Mr. Men books, Thomas Tank Engine, Fireman Sam. And over on this side, you had some Christmas books as well. So we're going to a more of a kiddie section now. This reindeer danced, he moved and danced. So you push the button and he sings to you and he moves. My son absolutely loved it. As you can see, he was trying to stroke him. I was trying to get him not to break it. And then you had the Christmas tree and the snowman here. And what I didn't know is when you move closer to them, they move, which scared the bejesus out of me. I didn't know they did it, but they actually dance. They're like motion sensors. So when you move past them, they actually start moving. Had these hanging wreaths of snowmen and Father Christmas. And then they had the gonks there with people's names on, which were $3.99 each. $3.99. Wow. It was insane. Anyway, and then you moved over to these Father Christmas ones, which jumps, and they were also $3.99 as well. But you could get plain ones, so you could write your own children's name in case your child's name isn't there, especially if you've got a very unique children's name. And then you've got all of the teddies of Father Christmas and the snowmen. They were really nice. I've not seen ones like that before. And down here you had musical dogs, Father Christmas, reindeer and snowmen, and they dance and they sing and everything like that. They were really cool. And then you had the novelty things here, like the glasses, the elf. So a little bit more kiddified on this section. Some things you could stick in your window, a Santa sign. You had the lights here. Of a penguin, and here you had some doormats which were really nice, but they looked too nice to put in front of the door. The robin one was beautiful, but they looked too nice to put on the door for your muddy feet to go in. Snow globe, do love a snow globe. And then some little Santa ornaments and spacemen ornaments, some crafts to do with the kids. These elves are great. I've not seen them before. I thought they were unique and different. And you could get ones that could pull up and go taller as well. You get the boy elf or the girl elf. And then you had some other bits and pieces down here as well. And you had some boxes, Christmas Eve boxes, or just general present boxes that you could buy, as well as the bag. So everything you need would be there. However, the cost was a little bit more than you would normally pay at any other budget shop, obviously. And then you had lots of different Christmas books you could buy. And then we're moving on to the white and silver, and this is the tree decoration for this section. And then you're moving on here, that was $44.99, to some light up Christmas trees. And then you got the gonks here. These are grey and black, but it was more like a white and blue and silver. The reindeers here are stunning, absolutely stunning. Absolutely love those. And then you've got the light up Christmas tree, which was really nice, and some tall Santas and snowy owls and reindeers and Santas and snowmen. Oh, I just loved it. I really, really loved it. I really enjoyed going to see this garden centre. And again, I'm going to be going back and having another look without my son, and probably while he's at school, so I can have a look about more kids there, because they're just having fun. See, that squirrel was lovely. I loved it, but it was £3.50, and I just couldn't justify such a small decoration for £3.50. Some silver bows there. More decorations, more garland stuff, more wreath making things if you wanted to as well. I split this into two videos, guys, because there was a lot there to see. So there is going to be another video tomorrow. As you can see, all the white and green garland here as well. It was just very well done. Very, very well done. They didn't even have proper decorators go in. This was actually themselves doing it. It was all the staff pulled together and did it themselves. You had little white houses here that actually lit up. A reindeer that actually lights up as well, which was really, really nice. And look at that home sign. You could put a picture of your family in, and that could be all year round, not just Christmas. And the Christmas trees there as well, and the reindeers and the snowflakes. Oh, if going to a garden centre doesn't put you in a Christmas spirit, I don't think anything will, because it's just beautiful. And I love those foxes with their big tails and the owls. Oh, and look at these beautiful Christmas trees. And the rocking horses, everything to do with Christmas is always at a garden centre. Not just the novelty stuff, but the traditional stuff is going to be at a garden centre. And look at the penguins cuddling. I really, really love those. And then we're moving on to some more outdoory kind of things that you could have, as well as some decorations, more wreaths and everything else that you would need. And look at this. Look at it. I just wanted to show you what a garden centre does for Christmas. They really, really go all out. And I'd love to know if your garden centres are the same, whether they really go out for Christmas completely. It's beautiful. I know in the next video there's going to be some lights and some other bits and pieces, so do like and subscribe for that video as well, and come back round and let me show you some more of the Christmas decorations, because there is a giant polar bear in the next one, which is insane, and there's loads of photo opportunities for kids to have. As well as that, they had a coffee shop right next door. So as I said, like and subscribe for the next video. Thank you for watching this one, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye guys.